This movie was shockingly a really great thriller and a great directorial debut for Zoë Kravitz. Let's talk about Blink Twice. Blink Twice is a thriller directed by Zoë Kravitz and she absolutely kills it. Blink Twice follows Frida and Jess, two friends who are just down on their luck. They do, however, work as waitresses to very expensive gala events. And when the Slater King, a tech billionaire, hosts his annual gala event in the same place where they work for the second time in a row, they devise a plan to sneak into the party. And when their plan works and they actually end up meeting this Slater King, who is again a charismatic tech billionaire, finds a liking to them and invites them to his private island. And what later follows is a series of twisted events. Channing Tatum plays the Slater King and he does a great job at having this charismatic attitude where you almost trust him, but you know there's something so incredibly wrong that you just don't know what it is. I think the movie was a spectacular thriller. There were times where I just didn't know where the movie was going, but in a good way. I couldn't really predict what was actually going wrong. When things start to go wrong, I was like, okay, is it that? Is it this? Is it that thing? And most of the time I was wrong. I'm rarely wrong in situations like that. And I was like, dang, where is this going? And it just kept me engaged. It's not really like a mystery movie, but there is some mystery and intrigue to it. The suspense and thriller of this movie is really what carries this whole narrative. And when you get to the reveal, I was shocked. I was like, this is worse than I imagined. Like, it was a shocking reveal. And what I liked about the movie was that it didn't really drag that reveal. A lot of movies, when they have a mystery that's very intriguing and keeps you engaged, they drag that mystery until the very end. And then when you find out, it just happens and then movie ends. I think Don't Worry Darling is a cautionary tale of that. Don't Worry Darling had a lot of great stuff going for it. But unfortunately, when it came to the reveal, it just felt anticlimactic and then the movie ends. In this movie, however, that does not happen. This movie knows when to hit each of its marks. It never drags, but it never rushes. That's why I say I think that was a great directorial debut by Zoë Kravitz. Every event in the movie has its moment, and there's also a nice moment for the aftermath of what you just saw. The movie lets you kind of like think about what just happened without rushing you into the next thing that's about to happen. You're like, oh wow, that was weird. I don't know what's going on. And then there's enough time and then boom, we're hit with the next thing. Just as your curiosity is dying, it revives it and boom, it keeps you going. It keeps you going and it does a great job. I really love that about Blink Twice. The whole cast is great. The reveal, again, terrifying reveal. Did not see that coming. I highly recommend it for everyone to go watch it. It's a great suspenseful movie, and make sure to check the trigger warnings for this movie before watching this movie, because a lot of stuff happens that, yeah, very triggering stuff for some people. But definitely go check the trigger warnings. Well, have you seen Blink Twice, or are you planning on seeing Blink Twice? Let me know down in the comments below, because this movie was absolutely a great directorial debut for Zoë Kravitz.